Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Now this one, it's going to be a bit of a juicy one. Most of you probably heard the news that there's been a lot of links, especially recently with Man United. They're very much interested, and there's also been links that Pogba's going to move away, so obviously they need a replacement. And yeah, it looks like Neves could be one of them. And also Twitter's just gone into absolute meltdown when they've realised that Ruben Neves hasn't went to Marbella with the team. Well, it doesn't look like he has. There's been no sort of pictures, and I don't think he was mentioned in the team's article either on their trip to Marbella. It does look a bit strange. We haven't seen any pictures, and he hasn't been mentioned. And you know, Matinho, Semedo are both there as well, who were playing for the exact same team that Euro should return at the exact same time. And yeah, I will admit it is a little bit worrying. But a lot of journalists have come out and said that he is there. So we don't really know. Until we see a picture of him there in Marbella, in the kit, yeah, we still don't know if he's there or not. And that has just created just this whole other thing that is pretty much, if he isn't there, then it's more than likely he's probably going to move on. Still isn't anything completely concrete yet. Obviously there's rumours, and to be fair, this is only going to happen, this Man United move especially, it's only going to happen if Pogba does go. They do need a new midfield, but surely they wouldn't do that. They've already spent so much on Sancho. I think they're bringing Varane and some other players as well. So, yeah, I think this would only happen if Pogba moves on or another midfielder moves on as well. Again, I know the title says why Wolves should sell him. In my opinion, I don't want to sell him. I don't want to sell him in my opinion, but I think this is why I wouldn't be completely against it. It has come out pretty much probably at the start of the window now that Wolves will have to try and sell to buy, and it also came out that Wolves would be looking to sell one of their big players. So what you'd say the big players, Raul, you'd say Pedro Neto, you'd say Adama and Ruben Neves, you'd probably say. And I think Raul and Neto, them two are just out of the picture. They're completely done. They're staying. You do everything you can to keep them at your club, because finding a world-class striker and one of the best young wingers out there, you just don't let stuff like that go unless it's for ridiculous money. And then it comes down to Adama and Neves, and again there's been a lot of links with Adama moving on as well. There's been links with, I think, Leeds, Chelsea, West Ham as well. But for me, out of them two, I'd much rather lose Neves out of them two. I think Adama is just so unique and something you just don't find he plays at all. Yes, he didn't have a good season at all last season, but he just can bring something in the game like you have no idea. Like, for example, that last game of the season against Man United, like, honestly, for the 20 minutes he was on the pitch or something, like, he was unbelievable. Like, he was by far our best player, and even at the end of the game, he was probably my man of the match. Like, it just shows you what he can bring as a player, and you just can't buy players like that anymore. And I think, well, you probably could never buy a player like that. He's just so unique and someone that you could never get your hands on again. So, again, I'll definitely keep Adama, and again in this attacking system that Bruno Lage has got, it could be really exciting for someone like Adama. And Neves, of course, like I said, I don't want him to leave, but again, I thought last season personally, I thought he was honestly awful. Like, I know the whole team was bad, you have to take that into consideration, but I thought he was awful. Like, his just passing range just was completely off to seasons before. I mean, just his shooting and his set piece, like every single free kick, like I'm pretty sure every single free kick he took was hit into the wall. Like, I'm just not even confident anymore. Like, sometimes you have a little that glimmer of hope, like, oh, it could go in, but it just, like, his free kicks was so bad, and yeah, his passing was completely off, his long and short range, really. Fee that we could even get for him, like, we was all talking about Jota having a terrible season. We go sell him for 45 million. Now look at him, he's probably worth, double that? Yeah, but for me, like, of course, I would want to say, and I wanted to keep him in because he is a really good player, and he just wasn't. He just had an awful season. The rumour, it came out saying that Wolves were going to accept we're accepting any offers between like £35 million for him, which I think is just ridiculous for him, really. And then I think it's come out that they'll sell him for no more than 50 million, which I think is perfect for him. I think if someone came in, like a Man United came in with a £50 million offer, I would take that. I think that's a really good price for him. 50 million. Anything above that is, perfect. I think 50 million is the one. I think any lower than that, I wouldn't really. But 50 million is perfect. And I think with that 50 million, you could get someone just as good for that 50 million. Obviously, it looks like if Neves did go, it looks like João Paulinho would come in, which again I think that would be a very good replacement. And then you'd hope we still have some money left over for that as well to maybe go out and get that Rafael Leao like we've been linked to, or get another defender or even another midfielder in there, which again would be perfect. So yeah, for me, 50 million would, I would sell him for that 50 million. And again, he is replaceable. Like, he is a really replaceable option. Whatever the 4 players that I mentioned, Neves would be the one that I'll definitely sell. That's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on the whole situation. If you'd sell him, if so, how much would you sell him for, or would you just want to keep him? Yeah, as always, make sure you like, subscribe as always. On Twitter or in Instagram are down below, so go follow them as always. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. She calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right.